I think injuries is the main thing. I know it sounds like a cliche, but when you have a team with a new coach who wants to impose a new philosophy, having the full roster is key. And Kevin Panther got injured, especially Nicola Provitora, who was a key player for Peñarroya, got injured. Now Juan Núñez is out, and also Jan Vesely has missed a lot of time. And some players have been going in and out. But these 4 players are 4 key rotation players that have missed significant time. So it has been difficult for Barca to find this continuity. And I think that's the main reason. I don't think there's a lack of talent or lack of good coaches. I just think that the EuroLeague is getting more and more demanding, especially for Spanish teams that play in the hardest domestic league in Europe. It's difficult to have this continuity that the team is lacking, and this is why the results are not coming in. Well, that's a question for Juan Carlos Navarro and for Mario Fernandez mainly, but what I can say is that I don't think Barca spent or had any buyout clauses to any of its foreign players. Justin Anderson came free, Kevin Panther came free, Yusufa Fall came free, Jabari Parker, Metu all came free. They only paying extra money for Spanish players. There's a restriction in the Spanish league. You need 4, let's say, locally trained players in each team to compete, and the market is high on this. Everybody's paying good money for these players. Barca had to pay €1 million to get Joel Parra, and also €1 million to get Dario Brizuela. And these 2 players are beginning to deliver now, so maybe it took them a while. And then, of course, is the case of Billy Hernan Gomez. He came with a star role after being Eurobasket MVP 2022, after being so many years in the NBA. He was supposed to have a bigger role than this, but I don't know. We'll see how the season goes. He still has 2 more years on the contract, so let's see what's going on. But I don't think Barca is paying more than some other teams. I mean, if you want good players, you have to pay good money. This is the EuroLeague. That's how it goes. It's if you want to be competitive, you need the quality, and that costs money. I think Pascual's second coming to Barca will happen at some point. I don't know exactly when, but I think both parts want that. Laporta is a big fan of Pascual. Pascual loves Barcelona, his city. Even he's from Gabá, he's living in Barcelona. He's been living in Barcelona for the majority of his life. Also Lakovic, his wife is from here, and I think if he's given the chance to win the EuroLeague also as a coach with Barca, he will. We'll see. But Peñarroya has a really good, let's say, pedigree here. People like Peñarroya. He took Burgos to win back-to-back Champions League titles. Then when he left, the team went to second division and still there. Then he went to Valencia. I think he did very well in Valencia, only that he left. It was his decision to go to Baskonia. And when his season with Baskonia, his first season was very good, I think. Even when they didn't qualify to the playoffs of the EuroLeague, they played really good basketball, especially in Bues Arena. They had 4 or 5 games over 110 points. I remember scoring 120 club record against Maccabi. And also his Catalan, which is important for Barca always. So I think Peñarroya was a top choice. I don't think he's a bad coach. I don't think I'm actually a big fan of him. So I think he's it's only a matter of time. Like I said, continuity. When he had the entire roster, the team has been really competitive. So let's see what happens. But I don't think Barca has a coaching problem like a lot of people are saying. I think Peñarroya is a really, really, really good coach. I think it's all related to the continuity. Not having the entire roster means that some players are having different roles. Also, they should try to build a team by just to have the best team possible. What I'm trying to say is that it looks like sometimes they're reacting to what Madrid has. Like, okay, if they have Tavares and we need a big center, they have Campazzo. We signed a player who really played good defense against them in the playoffs last year. I would say that kind of identity, that kind of, okay, we are FC Barcelona, we're going to do the best team possible with the resources we have. Also, I think it was bad that Yacuchones went to the NCAA. I think it was a way to connect the youth teams and the first team would be also good. But I would say it all leads to the same. Not having the entire roster means that some players have to have different roles that they were used to, and you pay a price in the end. So I would say first and foremost, the most important thing is health. If Barca is healthy and they have a full roster and at least everybody but La Provitola, I think they will be difficult to beat. Also, they were very unlucky with Raul Neto. They signed a player to replace Lapro, and he couldn't play, basically. I think it goes down to the point guards. It looks like Partizan could have an advantage with Carlick Jones and Sterling Brown, who are playing really, really well. Also, I think they have a significant advantage at center because Brandon Davis will be super motivated against his former team, and Tyreek Jones is having a great season. Without Vesely, it's going to be difficult if Vesely doesn't play yet. But I have to say that right now, Barca is in a good momentum when it comes to point guard. Satoransky had 12 assists, career high against Alba. In the same game, Brizuela had 6 assists. He's playing out of position. He's playing point guard now, a little bit, point guard, shooting guard. And he had 6 assists, also career high. Between both of them, Satoransky and Brizuela, they had 18 assists and 2 turnovers. If they can put those numbers against Partizan, Barca wins for sure. But if I have to predict, it's not easy to play in Blaugrana. You don't know probably this, but Blaugrana is a very noisy place. It's a little bit like Pionir, like in the sense of there's a lot of noise, like the sound rebounds everywhere, and it's a very unique place to play. So it's not easy. Most of them are playing there for the first time. So I'm going to say Barca by less than 5 points.